What's going on, guys? It's Cam here. Today I got my 2006 Jetta TDI in the shop. Today we're going to be putting it back to stock. Unfortunately, I'm selling it this week. Some of you know I already got my 2019 Audi SQ5, so no longer have a need for this. It's sad to see it go. The new buyer would like stock suspension on it, so I bought some stock suspension, so I'll be taking the AIRLIFT off of it today. He is going to be buying the AIRLIFT, so I will put it aside for him and he'll be purchasing it. As you see, I already got the AMG wheels off of it. I already got the roof box off of it. So today we're just putting it almost completely back to stock besides the Vortex kit. We'll do a quick walk around and I'll show you a little overview of the car. So for the people who haven't seen this car before, will get a better understanding of the car and its history. But yeah, we'll skip to that. So as you see, you got the Vortex rear, Vortex taillights. It is straight piped and deleted. Right now I just got the GTI stocks on it. I bought them off some guy for like $100. Vortex side skirts. We're gonna keep the roof racks on it. The roof wrap has seen some better days. Vortex front lip, color match side markers. The front end has been repainted because the car looks really glossy, especially on camera. I also did take care of the paint though. I wax this car about once a month, so I'd say it's in pretty good condition for its age. I mean, there's some paint fading on the trunk here. You can kind of see it on camera. The interior also has seen better days. If any of you guys own a Volkswagen, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So the driver's seat obviously isn't the best. The headliner also not the best. Some of the door panels are starting to go. Boost gauge, the AIRLIFT controller, right there by the shifter. I got GLI monster mats. Then we could look at the trunk setup. It's nothing special. I kind of just threw it together a few years ago, last minute. I didn't even plan on wrapping the floor or anything. So you got it right here. I got the air chuck, fill my tires. Air chuck's right there. But yeah, you know, a pretty simple car. It's a clean car. It is a TDI, so I feel like that's where most of the you know, price is. It's on the engine. If this was a 2.5, I probably wouldn't say it's really worth much. You see, God's motor TDI, all the power, all the torque. Like I did say, it is a catalyst downpipe. It is straight piped fully to the back, and it is Kerma tuned. I definitely did see some power gains, not much obviously, but the throttle response is way better, just way more convenient to merge on the highway. I'll do a cold start for you guys, so you guys can hear it in about a second here. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty solid overview of the car. So yeah. Get this cold start going for you guys. weld the struts in. Putting the factory stuff back in is never the easiest in the world. Just know aftermarket stuff is just so much shorter. And then when you go to put the stock stuff in, it's just way longer. So it just never wants to fit in correctly. But obviously after you finagle with it for a long time, it'll get in. But just to show you the size comparison, I mean, just alone next to it, I mean, look at that. Look at that's like half of its size. So it's like I said, it's never the easiest to put the stock stuff back in. If you've done it before, I mean, you probably know. But I'm gonna move on to the rears. The fronts are done. Once the rears are out, I'm going to start removing all the airline, all the cables and whatnot, moving the trunk setup. Then she should be back on the ground and ready for a test drive. All right, guys, so this is where we're at right now. Unfortunately, I was putting everything back to stock and I kind of forgot they have these rubber isolators that sit on the bottom. I don't have those, so I gotta wait to get those, but fronts are in, wheels are on, things on. I removed all of the cables to the vehicle, everything's done. Put the factory one back in where the controller was. Got the management back there. Everything's back together back here. Got the air struts back here since he's purchasing them, as well as the management there. So really just gotta wait for those bushings, and so I'm a little bit on hold right now. I removed the rear struts and they are blown. They didn't feel blown or anything, and these are pretty new. I'd say about a year-ish old. And look, they're shot. So shout out Coney. Yeah, so I'll come back once we're ready to wrap up. All right, so it's the next day. I got the spring seats, so I'll finally be able to finish up the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw them in. We'll be able to put her back on the ground and drive around, see how she feels with the stock suspension on it. I'm pretty certain it's gonna look like a monster truck, so probably won't be anything special, but yeah, so let's get to it. there she is, stock suspension. It does look a little bit higher in the front than the rears. I think they need to settle, so I'll drive it around for a little bit and see if they settle a bit. So yeah, let me pull the car out. We'll go for a drive, and we'll see how she feels. I'm sure it'll be fine, but you know, just want to check. All right, test drive. Feels like a normal Mark 5 Jetta. Nothing special. You know, feels soft. Obviously, the stock suspension was a little bit stiff before. Obviously, with the AIRLIFT. Feels fine. Definitely needs a alignment, without a doubt. Kind of needed an alignment before, but it feels really like soft and floaty. So kind of feel it a little bit more. Definitely pulls a bit when you start getting up to speed. So I'm gonna try to get it up to a little bit more speed and see how it feels. Yeah, it feels fine. Feels very normal actually. Surprisingly, the alignment doesn't feel bad. I'm sure it'll show in the tire wear, but it's actually it's really not bad. The steering wheel's pretty straight actually. If not, a little bit straighter than before, funny enough. So let's bring it back to the shop, and it's time for cleanup. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. You see the car's all finished. The new owner will hopefully be able to pick it up today. I wiped it down for him, so drives great. Needs an alignment for sure. It still has the alignment from when I was on bags with the big wheels, so I got camber in the back, so you know, got to even out the camber and whatnot. But she's ready to go. It's going pretty far. It's only like 300 miles away, but it's a perfect car for that. Perfect road trip car. I'll take this thing to Orlando and back, which is 3 hours from me. Take half a tank to go there and back. Great road trip car. Sad to see it go, but I'm glad someone's gonna get use out of it instead of sitting there. I never drove it, so I'll probably see it around. So this is the first and last video of the TDI, unfortunately. So I'll be doing more videos like this. I'll do some videos on my SQ5 and my Mark 5 GTI soon. So if you guys would like to hit the subscribe button, and you'll see the other videos hopefully next week or two, probably both of the cars. And I'll do some videos here and there of some other cars I work on if they're interesting enough. I'm not going to take videos of me doing brakes on a BMW. Obviously, it's not really worth it. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for tuning in.